Hey, good morning, guys. It is March 2nd, 2014, Sunday morning. It's probably about 30, 35, 36 degrees here. We're supposed to get some snow, mixture type of thing, today, couple inches, I guess, into tonight. So there's a storm coming up the coast, I guess, but should get a little bit. I'm kind of like right on the very coast, so I get kind of a mixture inland more. We'll get more snow, but I'm good with that. I'm all done with the snow. I'm ready for springtime myself. Bring it on, guys. Hey, I got myself a new webcam, so I should be a lot clearer. There's a lot of guys who are complaining about, how it was blurry. The other one, this is a much better setup, so you guys can see how fugly I really am now. But yeah, I just wanted to chew the fat, like a weekly blog type of thing. A couple of things that I've been experiencing, and that's how kind of like I do my vlogs, blogs, however you want to call them. But yeah, a couple of things I've been running into. I've been talking about the Testo 320 quite a bit, but a new piece of equipment I got, I've been impressed with it, and stuff that I find, I'll share my findings with you guys because a lot of the guys that watch me, either they're gonna get it, or they have one, or they have something similar. So what I found with a lot of times, um, if you're working on a unit like an oil-fired boiler, I mean it's pumping out high carbon monoxide. As soon as you put your your meter in there, the thing's gonna start climbing the carbon monoxide levels. Now I've been told, I've some guys say pull it out at 1,000 parts per million. Bullshit. You let that thing get to 1,000 parts per million before you pull that probe out at a stack. It's probably going to go to like 3,500 by the time it's all done processing and all that. And then it's going to take probably, you know, 45 minutes outside to clear. So as soon as that carbon monoxide starts climbing up to like 200 or something, I'm pulling that probe out because then it's gonna continue to go up. That thing's still running and processing, and it's gonna take probably a half an hour to clear. So by the time you let that meter clear, you can make some adjustments on the burner. It's a long process. So that's something I found with the Testo 320 that might be a good little tech tip to help you guys, just so you know. Because if something's putting out that kind of CO, you don't need to keep the probe in there. You don't need that pumping out 200, 400 parts per million, and it's going to keep climbing, man. 3,000. I set my meter so it shuts off at 2,000 parts per million to save that CO cell in there. Well, they're only good. They're only good for a couple of years, and you got to change the cell anyway. But I've been using mine a lot. Every unit I come across, I've been plugging that baby in there, and I've been learning a lot. You can go to school and learn the basics. But when you get out in the real world, that's where you start learning on your own and how things are different in this situation and that situation, and that's experience. Uh, you could sit down and go to a class with someone that's been doing it for 40 years. He tells you ABC how to do it. But when you get out there working on your own, you're going to find different situations and different scenarios you run into. And that's what it's all about, sharing our knowledge. Um, you know, I just did a video on burner control. A lot of guys probably never even seen the burner control, oil burner control with the reverse and Z, C, and ZR. What them tappings on the controller for, and that's what YouTube's all about. We bounce things off each other, and we learn from each other. I learn from everybody. I watch everybody's videos, and I learn stuff. You know, I'm definitely no know-it-all. That's for sure. I might be knowledgeable in one area, but you guys are knowledgeable in another area more so than me. So there's no perfect smart person out there. I don't think. We're all got our own angles and takes on things, and that's what this is all about. And I appreciate the forum and the learning back and forth. There's been some new guys that have been making videos, and I'm glad to see that. I support their efforts, and I've been watching your stuff, guys. I will support you, and I'm learning stuff from you guys too. We all learn from each other. We all work differently, but it's all good. I'm glad to see you putting the stuff up, and I know it's a lot of work. I put a lot of work into my channel, and I know it's a lot of work. So, if you guys need any help, if I can help you in any way, I would. Just give me a holler. You know how to get a hold of me. Just figured I'd mention that, if you need my help, with movie maker or whatever. If I can help, I will. But definitely enjoy watching the stuff, and it's definitely a lot of work. But I'm glad you guys are stepping up to the plate and swinging the bat, because we all can learn a little something from everybody. Yeah, there's a couple of guys I talk to on the phone regularly. Uh, Ralph's one of them. I usually calls me, and I call him quite a bit. We talk back and forth. He's a good guy like Ralph. We had a little falling out back in the day, but we kissed and made up. Nobody gets along all the time, but it's all about forgive and forget. I talked to Zach Talon there a couple of times. I talked to John Israel a few times, quite a few times. I wish I could talk to them guys more, but sometimes they're just busy working or whatnot. We just kind of we don't connect as good as much as we should. But there's other people that I talk to also. But there's also some good YouTube guys that I made friends with, and it's good. It's good to stay in touch with everybody, and it's like a community, a family community type of thing, and I enjoy it. I enjoy the community. I'm glad that I was able to fit in somewhere and fit in. Because sometimes it's not easy to fit in. You're different or working on different stuff, or if I was down south, man, I'd all be working on heat pumps, electric heat, but we don't have them up here. We just don't. It depends on what part of the country you live in, what the heating and the apparatus is in that part of the country. That's what you're going to tend to work on. It's the way it is. I also got a new camera set up inside my truck, so I can start doing some, videoing in my truck as I'm driving, type of thing, and I think that'll work out good. I think it's important if you're going to be doing YouTube videos that the people see who you are, and uh, I don't want to be hiding behind no camera. I don't think it's a good idea. I think they need to interact with you and see who you are. I just think it makes a better channel. But I know there's guys out there they're scared to get in front of the camera, but that's all good. That's what makes the world go on. Everybody's got, they say about opinions. Everybody's got an opinion, but that's just the way I decided to run my channel. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, and I want to thank all my loyal subscribers, all the guys that leave the comments on my videos, and I do really appreciate all the comments. And that's what it's all about. It's all about the subs, and if it wasn't for you guys, the guys that leave the comments, I wouldn't even be wasting my time doing all this YouTube videos. I don't need to be doing YouTube videos. I get some guys asking me, "Oh, what are you doing it for the money?" No, I'm not doing it. You don't make a lot with on YouTube unless you're really really big. Not about the money. I got plenty of money. I don't need any more money. I make my money out in the real world working. That's how I make my money. I ain't gonna make my money on YouTube. Are you serious? But anyway, I figured I'd mention that. That's kind of like a laugh. Well, guys, hey, listen, I hope you take your families out for supper and spend time with your family, because sometimes life's short, man. You just never know, here today, gone tomorrow type of thing. So I know we're all working guys, and some ladies that watch my stuff, they work also. But it's all very important to take out your children and stay in touch with your children, and you know, because you're not going to be here forever. Ain't none of us get out alive. So take your family out for a nice meal. I usually I got one daughter, and I take her out once a week. We go out to eat. Me, her, and her boyfriend. I take them. We go all over the place, and I really enjoy that. Taking her out, and it's not about the money. I pay for the meal. It's not a big deal, but it's just I've been doing it for years now, and I think it's very important. Don't be so flippin' cheap, guys. Take your family out and enjoy life with them. You know. I just figured I'd mention that. Well, guys, thanks for watching my videos and subscribing. I do appreciate it. And I wish you guys, hopefully you guys have a good week and stay out of trouble, man.